Hello, my fellow travelers. Sorry, I haven't posted in a week or so, but there's a lot of changes going on in my life, which I will tell you about another time. But I just wanted to pull some cards and see where we are because this beginning of the year, either microcosm, macrocosm, has been quite the rocky start. But we do have this giant change that we're going through between moving from Earth Capricorn energy all year into Aquarius energy for the foreseeable future. And so that is definitely a switch in energy. So we're going to see, the guides have said we're going to see a lot of people's stuff coming up. Our first card, I think, clearly has to do with the Congress incident and anything else that's going on in the world with fighting and people coming to arms, coming to blows, wanting to snap things into their will. So, yeah, wait till you see these cards. I'm going with the Dreams of Gaia still. And one more thing I want to mention before I show you the cards is the new moon in Capricorn that we have on the 12th. This is a really good thing. A lot of times we think about new moons as like newness and starting something new and releasing the past. But this one is really a culmination of us figuring out what we've done, what we haven't done, and what we would like to do with it. So it's like a cosmic repeat of the year in a new moon, Capricorn, for us to really rethink our structures and rethink how we are going to do things and not to be impulsive with changing things, yet having the courage to do what needs to be done to make positive changes that we know we need to make. So that being said, our first card is the Eight of Swords. I think this is, Congress. This guy, he's like, all right, I got this sword up. This is what I believe in. And I'm going to hold this sword down and I'm bleeding for it, but that's what's up. So this is a lot of ego. This is a lot of what I think needs to happen, what I think I want, and not considering actions and how they affect other people. So this is about really looking at our ego and what it is that we're doing. So, I mean, it's Trump, it's Biden, it's Congress, it's the powers that be fighting with each other to say what they want. And are they ever considering, any of them, really considering what's good for the collective whole? You can tell by my face, I'm not so sure. Any of them. But that being said, what do we do with this, Congress government that's a mess? We have to look at ourselves and see what are we doing in our own life that this is what's happening. So Eight of Swords is also a feeling of being stuck in something. And this is a big deal with this Capricorn moving into Aquarius energy, because Capricorn was about restraint and shutting down, shutting in. And now with Aquarius, we need to have thoughts of the future, how we're going to do what we're going to do for the community, for our community, for the world community. So in the regular tarot, in this card, you can, the woman is tied in front of all these swords, but she's loosely tied, so she can get out of it. So this is really about deep reflection as to where you're coming from with anything. They wanted me to be quiet for that. Where are you coming from with all of your things? Is it coming from love? Is it coming from hate? Is it coming from past hurts? Is it coming from societal or family values that you don't agree with? Where is your stuckness coming from that you can free yourself from? Our second card is the Five of Earth. This is a very interesting card. So we've got this devil figure here who's holding up an ace, a king. He's like, I got all the stuff. And this person is in the shadows. So in the regular tarot, this is about sort of fleeing away and being persecuted. But this one is about the devil within and the devil around us that we may not be seeing. So we understand the world stage, but how does this affect our daily lives with ourselves and our people? So this can mean somebody's lying to you, somebody's not being forthcoming, someone's trying to take advantage of you. It can also be yourself just saying, I'm okay, I can do this, and really you haven't really thought about what it is you're about to do. So what's the message from Spirit with this? Really see what you're dealing with. Really see who and what is around you, what you trust, what you listen to, what you feed your mind with. You know, I never talk about what's really going on with the chaos in the world because it doesn't really, of course it affects us, but it doesn't directly matter for our heart chakra what the outside world is doing. It has to be what we feel on the inside. So if there's anything that's going on with you where you feel like you're being dishonest to yourself about your feelings, this is the time to figure out, final message card, what your desire is. What do you really want here? What's really important? What are you creating that is a vision right now but has not come to fruition? And can you sit naked in front of God and yourself to be able to have the courage of the ram or the goat and solidify, bring down your eagle eye and create through your passion here, your own physical energy, what it is that you really desire. What is our desire? Desire sometimes comes from ego, but it can also, of course, be everything that we want, and we don't necessarily know exactly how to get it, but we have inklings towards intuition as to what exactly to do about our desires. So I think that's our card reading for today. I'll come back to you next week, sometime in the middle of the week when I'm back here in New York. And but for the meantime, it's a really getting ourselves together time. It's a time for making these adjustments, and Spirit keeps saying, watch what you ingest, watch what you are listening to or who you're listening to, and make sure that you have some time that you can be quiet and that you're only listening to yourself. I mean, of course, it's good to listen to YouTube or spiritual people or people doing things and learning things, but it's also important to take time to really just listen to your own thoughts and listen to what's really going on with you so that we can make really good decisions for ourselves this year. There's a lot of good energy coming for us and here for us, but we need to traverse these things first within ourselves and let the world do what it's going to do, because it has to go this way. We really have no control over what's going on the outside world, no matter where it is. So I always think I'm going to make these short, and it doesn't necessarily happen, but there's the message. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me during this transition period in my life. And I'm, of course, always available for spirit therapy sessions, no matter where I am or what's going on. Spirit always talks. So check me out on spirittherapy.nyc, and good luck out there. Stay in your center and look at what really needs to be cleansed out from the past, or any ideas that you have, so that you can transmute all of that energy into something new, something great that expands out and affects the outside world. If we get it together, Congress and the outside world will get it together eventually, but it starts with us. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.